Friends, you know what? I believe in you 100%. This is the best gift I can ever give you. You are a child of the Most High God. You are blessed. Your presence on this planet isn't just a mere happenstance. Rather, it is part of the grand design. You are a child of the Most High God. There is a task tailor-made for you, for your gifts, for your talents by God. Do not look down on you. Do not despise yourself. You're not a product of, the assembly line. You are not a product of arbitrary cosmic accident. You are not a product of, you're not a product of accident. You are no fluke of nature, neither are you a mishap. You are part and parcel of the plan of God. I believe in you. God believes in you 100%. You're not just here, to go through the motions of life, toil away, pay bills, and tomorrow you fade into oblivion. No, you have a contribution to make on this planet, okay? The universe awaits for your contribution. You are a child of the Most High God. Do not look down on yourself. Job chapter 36 and verses 5, the Bible says that God is mighty and he does not despise anyone. You are a child of the Most High God. Perhaps you've been listening to the chorus of doubt around you, reminding you over and over again who you are not, reminding you of how big you're getting for your breeches, reminding you of how you should remember your humble birth, reminding you of how it has never been done the way you're doing it, reminding you of how, it is not going to work out, reminding you of how it is impossible. I'm here to submit to you. I believe in you 100%. And I know you are able to rise above every detractor and manifest great things on this planet. You are a child of the Most High God. I have a number of stories in this video that I'm going to be sharing with you. Perhaps you may capture the gist of the idea of who you are in some of these captivating stories. You are a child of the Most High God. Stay with me. Let's get started. Bad advice is worse than no advice at all. Always assess the credentials of the person dishing out advice. Do these credentials check out? A marriage guidance counselor who has never been married can hardly be the right person to advise about marriage issues, however conversant he or she may be with the subject. A financial consultant who can, hardly lay claim to some self-made fortune can hardly be the right person to seek financial advice from. And I don't give a damn if he has a PhD in economics. Learn to separate facts from opinions. People have opinions about things and people, but are very thin on actual facts. When a pilot talks to you about, flying, you're listening to authority. But when a lawyer talks about a heart transplant, you're listening to mere opinions about a complex form of surgery. However high his esteem, please learn to separate facts from opinions. You are a child of the Most High God. You are blessed. Do not let other people's opinions define you or hold you back. What are these hydra-headed monsters dressed in garments of, hopelessness, fear, and despair that has been holding you back from rising to greater heights, holding you back from reaching your destiny, from pursuing your dreams and ambitions? What are these monsters? You are well able to rise. And as the story goes, in the pantheons of, sporting legends, there is a David and Goliath protagonist and antagonist story like no other. Well, this story takes place at the Tokyo Dome on February 11th, 1990. The then undefeated, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson, lost by knockout to the 42-1 underdog James Buster Douglas. This fight is widely regarded as the biggest upset in boxing history. Tyson was the unconquerable titan of boxing. This is during his fearsome reign. Tyson threw punches that landed like a nuclear missile, one that could even the most indomitable giants, having them end up face down, sprawled on the canvas, kaput. And at the time of this story, he had amassed a perfect 37 straight victories, every victory being more ferocious than the last. He had never once been beaten. He was the titan, the unconquerable, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, who captured the cynosure of all eyes with, his flashy winnings, anthropometric data, and formidable presence that would scare most of his opponents out of their wits. This story, however, isn't about Tyson's victories. It's about another man who dared to step into the ring to face him. A 42-1 underdog, someone by the commentator's own words was expected to be, quote, annihilated in 90 seconds or less, just as Tyson had done to the very last opponent who had faced him. But this man was steeled by a personal purpose. The world watched the match between Tyson and Douglas as nothing more than a preamble, a mere exhibition to whet the appetite of fight fans for the main course, Iron Mike Tyson vs. Evander Holyfield. Douglas was dismissed as a footnote, a simple warm-up act before the main event. But weeks before the match, in a moment of maternal grace, Buster's mother, Lula Pal, looked into her son's eyes and planted a seed of belief that would later grow into an unshakable oak. Mama Pal said to Douglas, "Baby, you can win." And she said with a conviction that was both gentle and fierce. "Okay, Mama," he said. Her words would be her last gift to her son. Mama Pal passed away 23 days just before the fight between Tyson and Buster. And now draped in a shroud of sorrow, but not downtrodden, Buster transformed his quest into something far more profound. It is in the 8th round of the fight. Tyson has been beating on Buster mercilessly. No one thought he'd even last this long. It was in the 8th round when the Iron Mike Tyson, the juggernaut as predicted, sent Buster to the canvas. The crowd gasped, fully expecting the familiar end to Tyson's onslaught. The referee's count sealing another Tyson's victory. But as Douglas laid on the canvas, the silence of his fallen moment was filled with the echo of his mother's words. With every count, her words became louder, drowning out every doubt, drowning out every fear, drowning out the noise of the expecting crowd, until what was left was the raw, unyielding essence of a personal vow to Mama Pal, rising like a phoenix from the ashes of doubt and defeat. Buster stood back up and faced Goliath still. It was in the 10th round when a stunning reversal came in a symphony combination of hooks, jabs, and uppercuts, and unwavering will fueled by the mighty of a personal promise to his fallen mother. James Buster Douglas shocked the world. The world viewed in disbelief as the monolith giant, the unconquerable, the undefeated heavyweight champion of the world. Iron Mike Tyson crumbled to the canvas. In that moment, what was impossible became real. James Buster Douglas, the underdog, was crowned the next heavyweight champion of the world. How did he defeat this giant? It was through that little seed of belief that his mother planted in him. It acted as a fuel. It acted as, morale. You too, you can rise. You can rise to greater heights that you have never dreamt ever possible. Think for a moment. If Thomas Alva Edison had listened to the chorus of doubt around him, telling him, you cannot make it, it has never been done the way you are doing, no one has ever done it before, or they tried it before but it never worked, the world might have been deprived of the electric bulb. Think for a moment. If Henry Ford had listened to the chorus of doubt around him, the world might have been deprived of cars. When he started out on his first automobile in the streets of Detroit, people scorned scornfully. And they said, the thing will never become practical. No one would spend their money on such a contraption. But Ford proceeded anyway. Think about Wilbur and Orville, the Wright brothers, at Kitty Hawk, North South Carolina, when they invented their first heavier-than-aircraft machine. The world laughed. People said it won't work. But they learned to ignore the chorus of doubt. Had they listened to the chorus of doubt around them, the world might have been deprived of aeroplanes that sweeps across the stratosphere. You too. Do not listen to the chorus of doubt around you, reminding you of who you are not, reminding you of what you cannot do. The great achievers of the world, they learned to listen to their voice. They learned to follow their own instincts. They believed in themselves. They never looked down on themselves. Abraham Lincoln never once looked down on himself, in spite everyone around him despising him. He believed in himself. He believed in his abilities. Later on, he went on to become the 16th President of the United States of America in 1861, issuing the Emancipation Proclamation that declared forever free those slaves within the Confederacy in 1863. Do not look down on yourself. Someone else's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. You are a child of the Most High God. Les and his brother Wesley, they were adopted when they were 6 weeks old, and they grew up in Liberty City, a poor section of Miami, Florida. As a child, Les was branded a slow learner and given little chance of success by many of his teachers. But with the encouragement of one of his high school teachers who told him someone else's opinion of you does not have to become your reality, Les managed to graduate from high school and later got a job as radio DJ. With much hard work, he became a broadcast manager. Les got involved in his community, became a community activist and leader. Eventually, he was selected to the state legislature for 3 terms. And then he turned his attention to public speaking, where he received the National Speakers Association's highest honor and named one of the top world's 5 speakers according to Toastmasters in 1992. He has written books, hosted his own television syndicated show, runs a business, and he's in great demand as a public speaker. When he started in life, most people wouldn't have given him much of a chance to succeed. But He kept working hard, pushing beyond the limits, and he has so far moved beyond his detractors. You too can rise. You too can become. Philip Brooks observed, the moment you discover you've been leading only half a life, the other half is going to haunt you until you develop it. You are a child of the Most High God. Thomas Alva Edison captured it well when he said that if we would all of us do the things that we are capable of doing, we would literally astound ourselves. How true. What a punch in the gut. Who are these people who are holding you down? Who are these people who are discouraging you? Who are they? I believe in you, okay? You are a child of the Most High God, and there is nothing impossible, okay? You are blessed. You are well able to rise, okay? Someone else's opinion of you does not have to become your reality. Friends, you get it, okay? Here is a story supposedly written to Jesus Christ of Nazareth by the Jordan Management Consultant Firm in Jerusalem, which is reporting its findings on the 12 men he has submitted for evaluation. And this is how the letter reads. Dear sir, thank you for submitting the resumes of the 12 men you have picked for management positions in your new divine organization. All of them have taken our battery of tests, and not only have we ran the results through our computer, but have also arranged personal interviews with each of them with our personal psychologist and vocational aptitude consultant. It is the staff opinion that most of your nominees are lacking in background, education, and vocational aptitude for the type of enterprise that you are undertaking. They don't have the team concept, and we would recommend you continue your search for persons of experience in managerial ability and proven capability. Simon Peter is emotionally unstable and given to fits of temper. Andrew has absolutely no qualities of leadership. The two brothers James and John, the sons of Zebedee, place personal interest above company loyalty. Thomas demonstrates a questioning attitude that would tend to undermine morale. We feel it's our duty to tell you that Matthew has been blacklisted by the Greater Jerusalem Better Business Bureau. James, the son of Alphaeus and Thaddeus, definitely have radical leanings, and they both registered on high score on manic depressive scale. One of the candidates, however, who shows potential, resourcefulness, meets people well, has contact in high places, and has a keen business mind. He is responsible, courageous, highly motivated, and his staff. We would recommend Judas Iscariot as your controller and right-hand man. The rest of the profiles are self-explanatory. Basically, what this consulting firm was trying to say is that the 12 men rather, Jesus had chosen for his divine enterprise were all losers, and none of them would have been of any value to him. But as we see in Paul's letter to the Corinthians, that God takes the nothings of this world to confound the wisdom of the mighty and the great. God takes the zeros of this world, adds his grace to the zeros of this world for the honor and for the glory of his holy name. If the disciples of Jesus could have read the letter supposedly written to Jesus Christ of Nazareth, I'm very much sure they might have been disappointed. But think for a moment, this man turned the world upside down. In spite their weaknesses and flaws, God still used them anyway. And God can still use you the same way he used the 12 disciples of Jesus. You are not an exception. You are a child of the Most High God. And I believe in you 100%. There is nothing that you cannot do. You are a child of the Most High God. You are blessed. Do not look down on yourself. Do not despise yourself. I believe in you 100%. Friends, it is possible. Every story that I have shared in this video, it is a true testament to incredible feat that can be achieved through self-belief, through encouragement. Thomas Edison was encouraged by his mother. One fine evening he came back from school with a letter clenched in his hand and handed it over to his mother, who read it and told him, "You are a genius, son." While in really sense, the teacher had written in that letter that your child is mentally ill. There is no school for such a kid. Educate your child yourself. But Edison's mother encouraged him. Buster's mother encouraged him. Leslie Brown was encouraged by one of his teachers in school. I'm here to encourage you that you will rise to greater heights, far more you have never dreamed ever possible. Perhaps you've been listening to the chorus of doubt over and over again, ringing hollow words in your ears, ringing hollow statements, ringing hollow words in your statements. In your ears. But one thing for sure is this, that you're going to rise. Friends, together, let us embrace our challenges and transform them into opportunities. Let us embrace our life's journey with all its twists and turns. Every challenge, every triumph is shaping you into the person you were meant to be. Learn from your setbacks and always keep your eyes fixed on the horizon. The path to success is not a straight line. It is a winding road filled with learning opportunities. Embrace these opportunities, for they will lead you into greatness. You have all that it takes. You have the courage, you have the strength, you have the determination, you have the resilience to overcome any obstacle, to reach any summit. Carry these lessons of life with you and let them be the winds in your sails, propelling you towards your destiny and dreams. So, friends, go from here with a heart full of courage and mindset on action. Remember, the world is waiting for your unique contribution, dreams, and passions. You have all that it takes to craft a life of your desire. It is time to take action, make those dreams a reality. The journey ahead is yours to shape. Thank you for sharing with me this beautiful time. Now, let us go out there and make it happen. Your incredible journey awaits, and I can't wait to see where it takes you. Together, let us make it a journey worth to remember. Thank you so much. and God bless you. Much love. Ciao.